there, Scorpio. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe, baby. Ring that bell. They'll notify you anytime I post new videos. Also, if you find you like the content we provide here at Joy of the World, give us that big thumbs up, like, and share. Share with your peeps, share with your friends, share with your family, share with your church people, the grocery, the people down the street. I don't know. Whoever. These are energy sessions here to help people level up, and it makes your world a whole lot easier. Certainly makes mine easier as each of us step into the truth of who we are and become empowered to shine and be bright and successful and beautiful and bold. So, if you like the sound of that, this week seems to be churning up some underlying, undergirding stuff going on. Some of it could just be messages and things that you suppressed for some time. And for others, it's literally bringing like the things that have blocked like tape, like sealed off and kept you from having contact with the success and the victory and the things that you desire to imbibe in and to taste and see. Okay? So when I was doing the shuffle at the deck of the Mary L, moving on through, there's definitely like you were seeking out a love connection. You were seeking out people that are like yourself is what you're letting me know. And so I would say let's dive in and find out what it is. What do you see in yourself that you would like to see in the world around you? Okay? So let's take a peek in here, Scorpio. Ooh, already. Couple more. Let's get 2 more cards for Scorpio. Let's see. Why is it going down there? What we trying to hide now? You're like, that's it, into business. But you're talking. Okay. So basically, you're not wanting to go back. Like others, I can't say it's past, but looking out at what's been going on to where you're wanting to go in things. This is like a dimensional, like a level thing going on. We haven't looked at yourself yet, but this is kind of what's going on here. And if you've been here before, you know I do not keep my decks inverted. I don't mix shuffle. I keep them all upright, but anytime there's an inverted message that needs to come in, it's free to come out, no problem. But that way they're especially highlighted when they come out in these readings that we do here at Joy of the World. So this card, very much a know thyself and a devil energy, which you're like, ooh, I like that, Joy. Some Scorpio, some Pluto, a little bit of Black Moon Lilith is pointing at the need to heal. And this healing is like things being made right, things being made whole. Interesting. So that's what we'll do. This is going to lead into the self. So we're just going to leave the self sitting here, okay? And we're going to begin to work through this energy that we've got going on. So we have the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Discs. This is like, you're wanting to find somebody who also has been doing the work, has been getting in touch. Oh, you're highlighting the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, somebody who knows their whole self, because we are the whole zodiac, we're the whole thing. To me, it is the Wheel of Fortune, it is the eye of God when we begin to tune the streams or the strings or the juxtapositions of the planets and bring them into perfect tune so that our song, our melody, our harmony, our life's expression comes forward here. You're talking about opening that book of love, the book of destiny. And in that underground, you're like, that's where my worship is. My high priest, my high priestess is in those bed sheets, those bed clothes. And I'm like, y'all, why is everybody getting like that this week? I thought it was only spring fever, but we seem to be having some autumn fever going on around here. But that's what you're wanting to take a look at and to move on into. Some depths on the inside of self. Okay. Depths on the inside of self. So let's go ahead and get a couple of cards here. We're going to start with the Antique and Ami Tarot. And let's find something. Okay, fine. You're like, Joy, come on. Death. It's like you want to harvest the pleasure. It's like, it's kind of like making the statement that I've done all the work. I've done all what's definitely Wheel of Fortune going on here. Having done all the work, all the wrong turns. This is almost like a maze or like a puzzle when you hit the dead ends, the wrong turns and things like that. But still coming back, thinking you lost pieces of yourself and reinventing yourself. Not like changing who you are, but allowing yourself to regenerate, kind of like a starfish or like a salamander or like a lizard. A part of you gets lost or left behind in a difficult situation. You regenerate, and you regenerate fully in body, mind, and soul here. And your mind is quite happy. You're happy to have some harvest. And you like calling it, watch. There you go. Look at you trying to harvest and bring that in. There's something, okay, so you're telling me there's something you want to bring back from this, where you had fully invested yourself, you looked headlong, you cried out, you called in, you were praying, you were seeking, you were searching, and you thought you were growing, but it just continued to put you out of joint. It well, got on your nerves. That's the best way to say it. And it worked you so hard. But it opened up these channels and gates. I'm not one justifying it ever, because that's not often the case. But in this, it's like a parting of the waters. But the thing is that's what you've been seeing. I'm wanting to tell you to channel up and look in between. It's almost like someone told me once that if you're on a multi-lane interstate and you're going along and you see a wreck begin to occur, don't try and dodge it. They said that they were told by trained drivers or who are experts in this situation that you're supposed to just keep driving straight, because the accident is going to spin and move out and part the waters. Okay, it's going to break apart, so you're supposed to drive straight through, because that's the most likely, you're saying salvation, the most likely salvation that you'll have, the ability to make it through. So that's what's going on here. Don't look at the wreckage. Don't look at the spin outs and all those things that were occurring here. The logic of the mind, the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other, the devil's advocate, the playing of oneself, because that is a game. Even if you weren't engaged in a game, then you're left with that gaming energy of like watching a tennis tournament. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you're like, I don't want that anymore, Joy. I want the harvest. I want what that is. And I'm telling you, you're showing me to gain yourself, the full reflection of yourself, the wholeness of yourself, the you could call it the negative, right? Because if you're old enough to remember film, the negative, it was the inverse. But when it's exposed and it's developed, it comes through and is inverted. Oh. So this is what you need to develop your healing. Your companionship, for one, because this, to me, even Six of Swords, it's a victory. It very much has to do with innocent love, and often people are at different states in life. One's a handful of years younger than the other, but it brings about a happy, healthy relationship. But so here, I'm telling you, look straight ahead. This is reminding me of the Nine of Swords card, I think it is. Or is it? Yeah. But it's not supposed to be a lovely card, but in this deck it is. It's very much about the kingdom of life, the new heaven here on earth, and that's what's right behind here. So what we can't see is the back of this card, this back of the person. There's the three heads. Is there a fourth head in the rear? That's very much Lionsgate, Sirius, the pyramid, because pyramids, if you look at it flat, it's a triangle, right? But if you look at it dimensionally, it's four-sided. If you count the bottom, that's 5, baby. It's going to help you level up. So look on through and find the order in this and begin to decide which direction you want to go in. Okay? So, and you're still pointing up. You're still pointing up. You want to go in the direction of this relationship. But how do we get to turn around to come down? Well, I'm telling you, it already is coming down. That's why you're telling me that this is inverted. Your prayers, remember, you looking headlong, all that didn't work out in that previous relationship, the bowls of life were still gathering up your prayers, your cries, your whatever, because this is what you thought it would be. This is what you thought it was contained in. But the thing is, your soul, your mind, your spirit know differently. And those prayers have been channeled throughout time, and it's being brought into you, like special delivery, right? And it's almost like, if a leaf, you watch leaves blow in the wind, and they do this type of thing. So it's like it's, and you're like, Joy, come on. I'm like, I'm trying, baby, I'm trying. And boom, there it is. And now that it's turned upright, what you're pointing at, what you were telling me about, is you're ready to cross that bridge. You know that saying, cross that bridge when we come to it? Well, you come to it. You're ready to cross that bridge. You're ready to form commitment. You're ready. Oh, looky there. Look at that, the opening that's in between. Look. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. So what's unique? What this is Raphael, to me is the bloodstained angel. What the bloodstained angel is telling you, the red magic, white magic diviner of the space in between, is like these two where you thought you're being played on yourself was really the measures of the mind to find out what you contained between the bookends, the encyclopedia of self. And in that came this new age and this new era, channeling in from the past and what had meaning and virtue and value to you when you were young and still innocent, before life had shown me, shown self what all these facets were about. Okay, And to, you're keeping reiterating, bring in that harvest, bring in that harvest joy. I'm like, okay, let's get to that bridge. Let's find out. Let's get to the bridge. Let's get to the bridge. Okay. Well, so you're wanting my, these little guys. Looky. Let's get some jack on this. Get up on this. I don't know what all that is. How many? All right. You definitely have your own perspective going on here. So what is happening? Okay, so you're trying to form a completion here. So what we have going on up above that is the Queen of Presents. So stay. Okay, so, and this is not just presents like gifts like presents. This is also presence, being available, being present. Because a queen is one that is the action, the motivation, the application, the bringing in of the desired qualities, or in this case, the desired relationship. But look how abundant. You have been praying for a long time, baby, and you've been hoping and wishing for a long time. And these two have been conspiring for a long time to bring in what all it is that you desired. And you must have desired something fantastic and really let it move through your imagination to create a lot of clarity. And even though it's been some time and it might have worn you down and disheartened you, it's time for you to move in the direction of what it is you desire. Pick, choose, go. And I'm telling you, it's right here. Okay? So turn around if you got to. Move if you got to. But go in the direction of your heart. Follow your heart, Scorpio. And here you're pointing at the bridge. So we're going to go ahead and see what is going on. And it's like the Knight of Potions. Just talking about devotion. So in this, there was like some hidden energies, like some underhandedness going, even though it was sleight of hand going on, because a magician is someone who looks to ooh and woo and wow the audience so that they can gain recognition. I don't know how else to say it. But that's what they do. They move the sleight of hand and they practice their craft in order to be successful at it, to fool you. And that's the fool that leads unto death, not the fool that leads unto life. And so there's still a bit of you that has been suffering and paying the price for your devotion, because you had kind of committed yourself into this, put your heart into it, which for you is your toes, Scorpio. And you're like, for me to even put my toe in is my whole self, Joy. And I'm like, I know it must have burned and it must have hurt. So in this case, it's like getting yourself back from the devotion. It's like talking about your willpower and putting it towards yourself, putting it towards what we see coming in, of stepping into this bridge, of doing what is best and what's right for you. Maybe there are others to slightly consider, but you need to focus on yourself first, on your solar, on your sun, on what it is that makes you happy, and not harming others to make you happy, but you just need to consider what makes you happy and then begin to view the routes that which you could take to fulfill that. Okay, so then on the bridge, we see these are the meetings of where you cross into that bridge. Some of you, there's something that has to do with fine dining. I don't typically say that, but you need to hear that. It has to do with fine dining. Hey, let's just say it. Let's just say it right there. And then we have the 10 of Presents, or the 10 of Pentacles. And again, a lot of times here, this presence has to do with being present, coming forward, being available, no longer hiding in the shadows or pretending you're something you're not. Because like in this case, the Nightmare Before Christmas, they perceived themselves as not being happy or jolly, that there was something wrong and they could be better at what they needed to do. And let's try it like this and try it like that. When really, be you. You be you. Be authentic and genuine to who you are. Put out your ghostly, ghastly tree and put your bats and pumpkins and all that other festivity on it. But it's also having to do with celebrating the season that we're entering into, fully embracing it. And that doesn't mean you have to decorate yourself. That just means you have to allow yourself to express yourself fully, to imbibe, to partake, to really step into this season, to be present. Don't what I'm hearing, and you're pointing out, you're like, Joy, make sure they know. And that not, yeah, my nose is itching like crazy. It's turning into a hierophant right now and saying, make sure they know not to be the hermit anymore. No more hermitage, going back, trying to fine tooth comb and figure out, y'all. Oh, that's rough. Woo! Trying to solve it, figure it out, understand where it went wrong. They're like, because you got good things coming. And what do you have coming? The one step, you're on your way to the ace. To me, the ace trumps the king. So you're on your way to the ace, and the thing is, you have it in your hand. Because here, Jack is beholding the ace. It's something you've been waiting to open, something you've been waiting to engage in, to enjoy, to activate in this lifetime. And I see it in the heart chakra coming forward. I see all the blood, sweat, and tears, the hopes, dreams, and fears, the things that have been your guiding force, your guiding factors in your environment. And you're talking about your railings. Almost like you were, okay, you're on track. You're on track. Very funny. Okay, Scorpio, come on. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles in your hand. And I'd have to say that ace up the sleeve is you, my friend. Because this one, I'll show you like this, is coming over the card that is you. The card that has been waiting to be overturned. You're talking in riddles and parables and ancient hieroglyphic scripts today. You're like, Joy, come on through for us. Because if we know you, if you can hit the nail on the head and you can reiterate what we already know and you can provide confirmation with us talking like this, then we know that we know that we know. And I'm telling you, baby, always here. I'm never here to assert my opinion. It is here for you to have that confirmation that you, your soul, your spirit, your guide, know is the way in the direction for you. This is just the energetic oomph, the zhuzh, the whatever, to thrust it and bring it forward. So with that, let's see. Ooh, the Empress. Look at that bounty. Talk about harvest. Did you know your pants is full, your skirt is full? Look at that. I would just say drop that old relic, that old rose. You know, because once it's been cut, it's already dead. Okay? The day is done. The life is lived. Give thanks and tell yourself you love you. Tell yourself you love you and watch that put a smile on your face. Watch that bring in the new energy. Watch that bring strength into your spine. Not only will it give you backbone, it will regenerate your wishbone, your high heart, that high heart energy going on there. And your sacral chakra, baby, will be to travel up to your mind frame, infiltrating your throat, which is the polar opposite, the balance, the complement to your life. And it's going to green up your tree and strengthen up your trunk and reiterate what you've known all along, that life is fascinating, that it captures your attention, that it strikes your curiosity. Go impress those apples, nibble on them, turn them into juice, make applesauce, make mead, make, mead's honey, some cider, some whatever, anything. So many potentials sitting here in your lap at your disposal for whatever you wish. Whatever you wish. I'm happy your wishbone is back. Okay. So just take that old necklace from around your neck. It's like a dirge. It's like a damper on how you feel about life now. And give yourself to be happy and to be free. Give yourself permission to be happy and free in your whole heart. Okay. Now with that, I definitely I wanted to get an angel. I wanted to shuffle it out. And here it comes. They're talking about the winter is past, the rain is over and gone, blossoms appear on the earth, and the season of singing is come. So it's very interesting. This COVID having come in during the spring fever time, the resurrection, the opening up time, it really just locked it back down. And now, like these gifts, it's literally bursting at the seams. It's coming from everywhere, ready to be juicy up in your mouth. And if you want to know about that, tune into the Pisces video, because it was all about taking a bite of that juicy, delicious apple of yourself, giving yourself permission to enjoy. And that's what Shelley's doing here. The Angel of Snow is putting the Kung Fu power on that winter and saying, not today. We got things to do. We got some catch up to do. And I'd start feeling the breaking of COVID going on in one of the reads this week. I'm not quite sure which one it was. Anyways, forgive. But it was talking about it. Some of its power is being broken and being disseminated because it is so full. It is time. It is ripe. It is ready. Like a woman, like the Empress, ready to give birth. And in this case, it's ready to wean, ready to step into the harvest and to have that freedom of body, mind, and soul again without having to... like the Empress can get, we're like, ooh, abundance. No, you can be caught in a state of having to overwork and attend to and focus on everything but self. Okay, but that's where Shelley's like, Ninja Kitty. If y'all haven't seen Ninja Kitty, it's very funny on, I don't know if that's what it's called, but on YouTube. And that's what Shelley's doing here, is keeping the eye on the prize, keeping the mind ready on that satisfaction, on that resurrection power of what occurred here, on the restoration of your mind, body, and soul. And in this case, specifically your beauty, your truth, your high heart. You're a very beautiful person. And beauty has to do with your insides and your outsides matching. Remember the alignment of the eyes, having that integrity going on, your intelligence being restored, your imagination coming on a fire, baby, right? Those instincts, that intuition, the I amness, all of it coming up and moving in freedom of movement and connection to our earth and to our planet, so that you can enjoy. And yes, others will too. But that's what being in our sun, our solarness, actually does. That's why we're supposed to appreciate ourselves and nurture ourselves and love ourselves and bring forward all those good things, because then it births it out into the world for everybody. Well, those who are willing to receive. Take us, need not apply. People with sleight of hand and underhand and backhand and all that, go, go, go. Ease on back down that road. Don't come here. That's what you're saying, Scorpio. So with Shelley, I want to get a rune to bring it out of here for you guys, to take it forward. Take it forward. No more graveyard. Okay? No more graveyard. This is coming up out of the grave. Ooh, baby, the truth about your love. I see it rising up right there. Some true love. Some true love, Scorpio. True love. And what do we have? Stretch, lengthen, strengthen. This is reiterating it's coming on down. That there's nothing else for you to do. There's not this difficulty or strain or anything of such. It's about enjoying the ease and the participation of the force of life facilitating and bringing this in. That's very much what this angel has showed up here for you, Shelley. And that's what the King of Pentacles is coming in. Is they're bringing the treasure, they're bringing the gift, they're bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. And this is your harvest, your juicy, delicious life coming in for you. And that awakens reconciliation, regeneration. Knowing that you no longer have to strive or go through difficulty or, sleepless nights or dark night of the soul or, mulling over this type of shaz going on here. You're like, I get to be the profusion, the abundance, and the bounty. I get begin to open and unpackage the gifts, because don't nobody put Scorpio in a box, okay? You are the present. You are the gift, and you are what is desired to come out of the box and come into our world, Scorpio. Come into our world. Leave me comments down below. Let me know how you're doing that, Scorpio. I love to hear from you. I love you guys and appreciate you showing up here. I look to see you again next week.